In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a cute mirror charm that you can hang in your car, and you can even use this same technique to create a necklace or a bracelet or even a belly chain, an anklet, anything that you want. Let's get right into it. In this video, I'm going to be using natural silk to bead the pearls. This technique is a little different than what I usually do, so stick around to see how I finish it off. What I love so much about these silk cords are that they actually come with the needle attached to it already, so it makes it so much easier to string the pearls on or any bead onto them. Take the entire string off, because ideally what you want to do is use the silk cord on the side that doesn't come with the needle attachment already, so that when you finish off the necklace or whatever you're working on, you're left with the opposite side that also still has the needle attached to it, to reuse this needle to help you string onto the rest of the string. Before we start to string the pearls, the first thing you're going to want to do is take your crimp bead and slide that onto the string and pull it all the way to the end of the string. And then what you want to do is take the needle and string it back into the crimp bead once again, and then pull the string all the way and ideally what you want to do is try to keep the bead as close to the end of the string as possible, because you want to utilize as much of the string as you can. So now that we have the crimp bead on the silk cord, you can go ahead and lightly, so lightly, crimp down the crimp, just enough to hold the string on there, but if you do it too tight, it can snap the string. So you don't want that happening, just enough so that it's gripping the string so it doesn't slide off. Next, you'll want to go ahead and put your crimp cover onto the string and then pull it all the way to where it meets the crimp bead. Then you can cut off this excess string that's hanging out of the crimp bead and pull the crimp cover over and use your plier to close the crimp cover over on top of the crimp bead. And it should look like this. Now that this first side is settled in, you can go ahead and start stringing your pearls onto the silk cord. Once you have all the pearls on the wire, before you finish off the second side, what you want to do is go ahead and find the exact center of the pearls. The reason we do this is to be able to attach your jump ring and charm of choice, which in this case I'll be using this large glass evil eye bead. And what you want to do is grab your set of pliers and open up the jump ring, and you want to open it up pretty wide because this does have a thick top. You want that to fit on there. Hook that onto the string and then hook the charm onto the jump ring. Then use your set of pliers to close the jump ring up. This part is very crucial because you want to make sure that the jump ring is fully closed and then there's no open space, because if there is, the string could slide off. Once the evil eye charm is on the strand, do a little test to see if the pearls are flexible on the wire, because you don't want it to be too tight. If it's too tight on the wire, once you've checked if it's fluid, go ahead and grab your crimp cover, and you want the opening facing away from the bead. So this is always gonna go from the bottom of the crimp, and then slide the crimp cover all the way down to where it meets the pearl. So it should look like this. Then grab your crimp bead and slide the crimp bead all the way down to where the crimp cover is. And just like we did the last time, what you want to do is put the needle back into the crimp bead, and pull the string all the way to where it will hook around the crimp. Slightly press the crimp bead down so that it will be secure on the wire. So you're not fully crimping down, but just enough to where it's tight on the wire and it's not gonna slip off. Then you can cut the excess string off, and then use your plier to close off the crimp cover over the crimp bead. I also want to add this little cross charm onto the evil eye as well. I'm going to use my set of pliers to hook this little jump ring onto the cross charm. So it should look like that. And then I'm going to close this jump ring up. Then I'm going to use another jump ring and use my set of pliers to open it up and hook the cross charm onto the thicker jump ring that's attached to the evil eye, and I'm going to close it up. We want to go ahead and close off the ending with a jump ring and clasp. I'm going to use my set of pliers again to open up this jump ring and attach my lobster clasp to one side of the crimp cover and close it up. For the opposite side of the silk cord, I'm going to use another jump ring and open it up with my set of pliers and hook it onto the crimp cover. And close it up. And this is where the lobster clasp will hook onto to close. And here's the finished product of what the evil eye pearl bead looks on my rear view mirror. The amazing thing about this is that it is all used with stainless steel components. Stainless steel is hypoallergenic and 100% tarnish free, so no matter how long you wear it or keep it in your car, the findings are not going to tarnish. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and learned something new. Be sure to hit that subscribe button so you never miss a post. And all these products can be found at www.athenianfashions.com. I'll link it right over here for you guys to see. And all these products are also going to be linked down below in the description for you to be able to shop. So check that out as well. Thank you guys all so much for watching, and we'll see you guys next week.